Hey guys, welcome to another developer sneak peek. And today I'm going to show you one of the most requested features in Titan ever. So I hope you like it. So let's drum roll. The feature is that exporting hollow models is now fully supported. And as always with Titan, we did not just do hollow model, we improve upon it and gave you a lot of options. So I hope you will like this. Let me show you. Um, so right now in Titan, whenever you go to export STLs, in here, you go through all your steps, and then on the printing side, you have to click I want to export the STL files, and that will open this printing section. And in printing, there is, trim guide, labels, but there is a hollow here. If you click it, then you come with all the options for hollowing the model. On the very basics, this is the solid model, but we added now that you can do the basic hollowing, just the shell. This will save resin to you. The problem with just hollow the model is depending on your resin, as you push into it for the thermoforming, or as you try to take it out of the plate, this can deform and crash a little bit. So it's always good to reinforce it a little bit. So we added other options to reinforce this hollowing. The first one is the lattice. I love the lattice. It has a lot of support in it because of all these interconnected cables there. But it provides, but it uses very few resin, very little resin. So this is a great option. If you're gonna be printing, with a normal hard resin, this is a good option to consider. But if you need more support, you can do a hive, a honeycomb. You can do the honeycomb pattern, which provides more structure to it. It's hardened, it's more, strong. And it's not just a honeycomb, a basic honeycomb, because on a basic honeycomb, the resin sometimes pulls in these cells and cannot get out. So we added drain holes. See the drain holes to the cells, so that the resin can flow around it and easy, and doesn't get stuck in one plate. It can go and flow out. Saving your resin and saving you, all the mess when you take it out. Uh, but if you need even, if your resin is more soft, more, you can also reinforce it even more with the triangle. Triangle is gonna provide you more structure to it, um, more connections. Uh, Still, you have the drain holes, so the resin will not pull inside it of it. Um, yeah, so feel free to choose between any of them, and you have options to control it. So let's say I want the wall to be thicker or the wall to be thinner. Um, now, with thinner walls, you will want a more reinforced. Let's say you can do a thin wall, but then a heavily reinforced, or just 1.5. Play with it. Choose, depending on your resin, you will find you will need different parameters. Um, so you have that. Now you also have the size of the cells and the thickness of the cell. So different resins you will use, the thicker, the stronger it will be, but the more resin you will use. So try different values and see if it stays good for your resin and your printer, and try using the less thick possible that you can use. You can also add, more base, higher into it if you need for some reason more, um, models that are a bit higher. This you will use this in case the models are too close to the teeth, so that you have more place for the thermoform material to go around the teeth. But in most cases, you just want to go low if the model has enough gum. Now, as aside of these options, we also added options to add drain holes. So let's say that the resin is over here, pulling, uh, and we added a way for it to flow out. So you just enable drain holes, and as you see, there is a place where resin can come out so that it doesn't form a mess when you pull it out of the plate. Uh, that way you have drain holes all over the place. See, all over the place. Another option that we added was to help you remove the model out of the plate easier. Let me show you with a normal solid. So normally when you, it's the other way. So when you have here in the plate, let's say, in your printer, what you will use a tool to, try to dig inside the model and then put it out. So we added a drain, a base chamfer on the back. Sorry, see here, on here. That way, in there, the tool can go in and push out. You see, you can in and push out without having to try to break it a little bit so that it goes in. So we added the base chamfers on the back and also on the front. See there on the front, so that you can try to pick it out from different angles. Uh, and all that plays well with, different. So you can have multiple things going on at the same time. Now, the other thing that we added is by default, the model is exported as a single clean geometry, right? Like all is a single surface. The problem with that is that some finer details may be lost on the attachments and the precision cuts regions. To Now, most printers, most slicers are fine having multiple objects that are close to get, that are solid objects. It's the same that having multiple arch in the same plate, and they merge together. And if they are inside one of another, they become one surface. There are some printers that have, there are some slicers that have problem with this, but most of the slicers will be okay. So we added an option to increase quality. See see that it increases the quality of the attachments by not making a solid surface out of them. Having the attachments be their own solid surface. Um, that that is something that you will, most of the time use. Um, it has a, yeah. The disadvantage is that some slicers, very few. I just saw one slicer that sometimes have problem with this. In those cases, you just disable that. The and the attachment will work fine. Um, but with a higher quality attachment, you will get, a more truth to the model uh, geometry. This is also very, very, very good for the the labels. See, if I remove this, then the labels still fine, still okay, uh, but higher quality means that it will be printed, with more precision, easy to read. So, and those are the options. I mean, try playing with the values, try seeing if the different thickness are good for your printer and your resin, and yeah, hope this helps. One more thing. So all these settings, when you modify, they are being saved to your settings, um, to your setting in the computer. So anytime that you open a new model, it will have these settings applied, uh, which is what you normally will need, right? That in the same computer, in the same lab, you will print models with the same, the same way. I want them all to be hollow. Um, so modify the settings. It will modify these properties. It will go to your settings and will be remembered so that every time that you open the software, they are the same settings. And hope you like this. And if you have any questions about it, please let us know, and suggestions. Oh, have a good one.